let's start with old news, right? Dani Olmo is still linked with Manchester City. Again, I don't like him, done a video on him. Let's not talk about him too much. Joshua Kimmich is also being eyed up right now by Manchester City. We already knew that for quite a while. And Kimmich, if we get Kimmich, it means we don't get Bruno Guimaraes. So that's really a matter of preference and a matter of can we get Bruno Guimaraes. I personally believe we should be getting Bruno Guimaraes, and I'm hoping for that. But this is old news. Let's go on to something more interesting, something fresher. And apparently, Manchester City is now looking at Mohamed Kudus from West Ham. I don't watch a lot of West Ham, so it's difficult for me to say how good he will be. I have watched him for Ghana, and he was actually really good, but I haven't watched him a lot at West Ham, so I can't say that I'm exactly excited for him. So that's a bit difficult for me to talk about, especially tactically. But this is maybe the most interesting news. João Cancelo is not going to continue at Barcelona, which of course means he's coming back to Manchester City. We can't sell him, we can't loan him out to Barcelona even. What do we do with this guy? Do we just terminate his contract? Do we just pay out his contract? Is that how we get rid of João Cancelo? Because I don't really know how else we get rid of him. He's been a nuisance for the club for the longest while, and we just can't get rid of him. It's that simple. No matter what we do, it seems like at the end of the day we're always still sitting here with João Cancelo in our club. And how many years does he have left on his contract? Well, that's a good question. It's quite a bit. I've checked this before. I think it's still 2027. I thought it was 26, but yeah. So that's 3 years that he has left on his contract with us. And, well, we can't get rid of him. We can't get rid of him, so what do we do with this guy? He's not good defensively. He doesn't fit in at the club anymore. He just doesn't. He's constantly at odds with Pep Guardiola. What do we do with him? Genuinely, tell me down below. What do we do with João Cancelo? Because I'm not quite sure anymore. He's valued at 25 million here. Nobody is going to buy him for 25 million. If we want to get rid of him, we need to go 15 to 20 million. We need to accept we are going to get a terrible price for him. But we just need to get him off our damn wage bill. Because currently, the wages he is taking up is just eating away at our wage bill. We need to get this guy off our wage bill. I don't care how we do that. We just have to do it. And then maybe the most interesting news. JADON Sancho has apparently been offered to Manchester City. So if you don't know, tell me, he sometimes gets some news from inside the club. The accuracy really depends, but sometimes he's right on the mark, sometimes it's completely wrong. So this guy is 50-50 with his stuff right, but JADON Sancho would apparently have been offered to Manchester City. And, well, jokes aside about him being a former United player, he would be a decent player. I have watched him at Dortmund, and I do like JADON Sancho. I think JADON Sancho, he's decent, he's good on the ball, he tracks back well, he does his share bit of defending. He's also a smart footballer, which is important. Pep Guardiola likes having smart footballers in his team. But there's a problem of this. 275k, sorry. How much is that? How much is that compared to the rest of our players? I think that would make him our 5th or 6th most paid player. That is an insane amount of money. For someone who, quite frankly, we don't really need him. We have Savio coming in. We have Oscar Bob for on the wing. If we keep Bernardo Silva, we have Bernardo Silva. Yeah. If we are ever going to buy Musiala, then JADON Sancho will become completely irrelevant for us. So, what do we do? What do we do with JADON Sancho? Come on, 40 million, that's cheap for JADON Sancho. Let's be honest. But I'm not interested. I'm simply not interested. He will be competing with too many people out on the wing, and because he plays that like winger going into midfielder role, and it's not really the same as an inverted midfielder. It's like more similar to what Bernardo Silva does, though with a bit more explosivity, and we can simply get better players to do the same thing. And we could probably get a better player to do the same thing with less wages, so yeah. And we don't need any new wingers right now either. Like, I would like to have an extra winger for on the bench, but let's be honest, these aren't wages that you pay for someone to sit on a bench. And, well, yeah. If he's willing to take a 200k pay cut, yeah, I agree with that. I won't mind taking him on if he takes a big pay cut, but unless he takes a big pay cut, I'm sorry, this is way too much money in wages to really be spending on a player that you don't need. So, yeah, tell me what you guys think about JADON Sancho. And that is me going through a lot of transfer news very quickly here. Normally I take more time with this transfer news, but again, what can I really say? I've done videos about almost all of these, and most of this is old news, so I suppose this is just a transfer news recap for Manchester City for June. And with that, this is probably my last video of June, so thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you are new to the channel and have stayed around to the end. I'll see you guys on the next one.